going to be the big item everyone goes for this Black Friday? It just might be the PlayStation 4. Sony has just announced they're offering a special Black Friday bundle called the Black Friday Bundle, which will include 4 controllers, a map of Japan, a $100 rebate, and allow you to automatically pre-order for Metal Gear Solid 5. No doubt Sony has just raised the stakes.
Today I'll be talking to you about why the PlayStation 4 was a better choice for gaming than the Xbox One console was, and why the PlayStation 5 will probably continue that trend. So first I'm going to talk to you about the specifications of the software between a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One, the value of exclusives and what exclusives are and what they mean to a franchise, and why this would make the PlayStation 5 a better choice for the future. So first I'm going to talk to you about the software differences in PlayStation 4 versus Xbox One. As you can see here, the processor speed is just simply faster on both the Xbox One and the Xbox One X than the PlayStation 4. The RAM is larger. There's more. The RAM is the ability of a console to do multiple tasks at once. Say you want to play a video game and listen to music at the same time. 4 gigabytes of RAM will probably take care of it. 8 gigabytes will take care of it, no problem. 12 is excessive. The graphics cards are all top of the line, state of the art. We have a slight upgrade from here to here. Nothing you would ever notice with your eye. If we were playing on this TV, I bet you the TV makes more of the difference than the console does. And then the price, pretty consistent between the two. They don't usually change in price very much. All of this information was found off of Sony.com and Xbox.com. And it can be easily found on their website. They keep logs of all of the statistics and all of the pricing of their consoles. Next I'm going to talk to you about what exclusives are and the value of exclusives. Exclusives are games that can be only played on one platform or in a family of consoles. For example, Spider-Man is owned by Sony, so Spider-Man games can only be played on the PlayStation, which is owned by Sony. In contrast, Microsoft owns Halo, which is a very old franchise, and so only Halo games can be played on Xbox consoles. And as you can see from the list, you've got about 3 times as many PlayStation 4 exclusives versus Xbox exclusives. And this is really, if you were a gamer, you fancy yourself a gamer, then the larger amount of games and variety is going to be what's attractive to you. The amount of new franchises and the amount of just the sheer amount of content is much larger than on Xbox. Xbox is falling behind, and the reasons to buy an Xbox simply to own one are falling. Most of these are games that you would get bundled, is what they call it, with the console, and as you can see, the amount of just fan opportunities are greater with PlayStation 4. So the amount of sales opportunities are larger. And that is reflected in this graph, which shows the PlayStation sales, the Xbox sales, and the Nintendo Switch sales, which enabled me, for March 2017 through November 2018. And you can see that PlayStation outsold Xbox by about double. And I attribute this to the fact that PlayStation just has more exclusives, more content, and with more people buying them and being interested in that, the more people who are getting it simply because their friends have one. I mean, it really is a slippery slope snowball effect with these kinds of things. No one is gonna be such a die-hard fan of Forza that they get that just to not play all the other exclusive games with their friends, at least in my experience. And next, can we see this trend continue? I would expect it to, because Xbox franchises are so old. Halo is old, they've run the story out. Gears of War is old, they've run the story out. And PlayStation is the exact opposite. They have a bunch of brand new franchises and brand new games that are still continuing their stories and are going to keep fans entertained for the next 5 or 6 years to come, for sure, guaranteed. Longer, perhaps. I bet you we don't see an actual rise in Xbox sales and the necessity of an Xbox until hardware actually becomes a necessary factor, like when virtual reality starts coming into play or altered reality, then hardware will start to matter again, kind of like the graininess on an old TV. Every time a new TV came out, it actually got better. TVs aren't really getting better anymore, they're all the same. And we're getting there with consoles too, until the next level of console comes out. And that is why I think PlayStation will probably continue on the trend. It's better to have a gaming console that has games than it is to have a gaming console that's only good for Netflix. So in conclusion, I talked to you today about the specifications of the software, the value of exclusives, and what exclusives really are to a console, and why this would make the PlayStation 5 a better choice for your money coming up. It's a safe bet. Thank you.